Will the President of the Republic of Kenya, that is Dr. William Samoei Ruto, accept to choose Rigathi Gachagua as his running mate coming 2027 again to deputize him in the next general election? If yes, how is he going to prove a point, or how is he going to convince the people of the mountain that he is working and he is ready to work with the Rigathi Gachagua? And if no, what will be the outcome? Or Rigathi Gachagua will also decide to choose his political party and have someone to form an alliance with. Welcome back to Havana Media. My name is Boniface Owino, and as usual, I'm going to be your host for today. I've been trying to look at some of the effects of Rigathi Gachagua together with William Ruto not working together coming 2027, and I've been asking myself a lot of questions that in case Rigathi Gachagua fails to work with William Ruto, or in case William Ruto rejects Rigathi Gachagua, what will be the outcome, or how will he end? And if at all Rigathi Gachagua decides to resign and says that he will no longer work with William Samoei Ruto, what will be the outcome, or where will he end? Will he still continue becoming will he still manage to be in the government coming 2027? And if at all Rigathi Gachagua fails to work with William Ruto, will he also still be in the government coming 2027? So this is what I came to realize. We know very well that in the mountain, a lot of politicians are against Rigathi Gachagua because Rigathi Gachagua is really fighting for the unity of the mountain. Let us take, for instance, somebody like Kimani Chungwa, and then we go to somebody like Moses Kuria. All these politicians, people like Ndindi Njoro, they are against Rigathi Gachagua's work or pressure on uniting the people, saying that there is no way you can work for the people, you can work for the nation, but still go back to the village to cry for them. And I say that Ichungwa must understand something, that these people that he is calling villagers are the same people that elected him and employed him to be in the office. Let us now assume that Rigathi Gachagua has decided that he's no longer going to work with William Ruto. He's going to form his political party, and he must have a running mate. First of all, Rigathi Gachagua cannot have Mount Kenyan politician to be his running mate. Truth be told. Why? Because these politicians that come from the mountain are against him. So it will be very difficult for anybody that comes from the mountain, maybe somebody like Jeremiah Kioni or Martha Karua, but I don't think so. So it will be very difficult for Rigathi Gachagua to be deputized by anybody or by any politicians that come from the mountain. Let us go to the Kalenjins. Rigathi Gachagua cannot be deputized by anybody that comes from Kalenjin, from Rift Valley, or by Kalenjin. Because in Kalenjin, we have got somebody like Oscar Sudi. Of course, Oscar Sudi cannot work with Rigathi Gachagua. Truth be told, he cannot work with Rigathi Gachagua. And then let us take a look at somebody like Kipchumba Murkomen. All these people cannot work with Rigathi Gachagua. And then maybe those other political leaders like the senators, they will need to work again maybe for another term. So in Kalenjin or in Rift Valley, Rigathi Gachagua cannot get a running mate. The only place that it will be easy, and the only place that if Rigathi Gachagua decides to look for a running mate, he can get very easily, is from Mulembe Nation. And in this Mulembe Nation, the only person that Rigathi Gachagua can work with is George Natembeya. Why am I saying this? I'm saying this because currently, as we speak right now, the war that is in Mount Kenya is the same war that is in Western. Why? Because Rigathi Gachagua is working so hard to find a way of uniting the people of Mount Kenya. And the same thing is what is happening with George Natembeya. George Natembeya is also working so hard to unite the people of Western so that when they will be voting next time, they vote as a block. He doesn't want that issue whereby some people are voting this way, some people are voting this way. So the only place that Rigathi Gachagua can find the best running mate is from Mulembe Nation, and that will be George Natembeya. Of course, we know that if George Natembeya decides right now to work with Rigathi Gachagua, I want us to look at the highest population or the larger population of this country comes from Mount Kenya. And if all these people accept that they are going to run behind Rigathi Gachagua, and Rigathi Gachagua also accepts to take George Natembeya to be his running mate, and George Natembeya also accepts to work with Rigathi Gachagua, the larger populations comes from Mount Kenya and also from Mulembe Nation. So if all these people that come from Mulembe Nation accept to follow George Natembeya, automatically Rigathi Gachagua will win the election coming 2027. Maybe let us say that he might have challenge here and there, but he will not fail to garner the best or better votes. But again, if at all Rigathi Gachagua, maybe let's say that he doesn't want to vie for the presidency. Maybe he wants to take someone, he wants to support. He will make sure that he unites the people of the mountain, because maybe his intention right now is to find a way of punishing William Ruto. And for him to find a way of punishing William Ruto without vying or without being in the ballot, because maybe sometimes he might fear that shame that he was a deputy president and then he went to vie for the president and he failed. So maybe he might have that fear that if at all I go and fail, what will people say? So if he wants, because if he really wants to punish William Samoei Ruto, what he will do or what he can do is this. He can decide to run behind someone. He can decide that, okay, he can tell the people of the mountain that we are now together. Because this person have really punished us. He has done for us a lot of things that we never imagined that he could have done for us. Now let us follow this person. Let us support this other person. Just the same way Uhuru Kenyatta was trying to do. Just the same way Uhuru Kenyatta was trying to do with the people of the mountain, but they failed to listen to him. When he was saying that if you accept to choose Raila Amolo Odinga, you will be safe. But people failed to do that. People refused to do that. And right now they are regretting. So if that scenario happens right now again, that Rigathi Gachagua says that I want us to support one person. And the question is, who can this one person be? The only one person that Rigathi Gachagua can rally behind, or the only one person that Rigathi Gachagua can accept to deputize in order for him to gain strength, or in order for him to maybe to have a lot of knowledge on what is supposed to be done in the government, so that when he'll be vying for the presidency, at least he will have known a lot of things, is Kalonzo Musyoka. And we know very well that if Kalonzo Musyoka decides, of course we know that Kalonzo Musyoka is going to be on the ballot coming 2027. Kalonzo Musyoka is going to be on the ballot coming 2027 because Raila Amolo Odinga will not be on the ballot. So if Raila Amolo Odinga will not be on the ballot, who will stand to vie to represent the people of Azimio if it's not Kalonzo Musyoka? So if Kalonzo Musyoka decides to run and Rigathi Gachagua decides to deputize him, automatically the votes that comes from Central, the votes that comes from the mountain, will go to Kalonzo Musyoka. It will be very difficult for William Ruto, in as much as let's say that in as much as he's really working so hard also to have a deputy that comes from Western, maybe because he's targeting the Mulembe nations, the Mulembe's votes, he will take Musalia Mudavadi. If he takes Musalia Mudavadi and Rigathi Gachagua decides to work with Kalonzo Musyoka, we know very well that Natembeya and Musalia Mudavadi are not in good terms. The supporters of George Natembeya, if Natembeya tells them that we want us to support the government that is going to help us, automatically they will not follow Musalia Mudavadi because they've been following Musalia Mudavadi for almost 40 years now and they've gained nothing. So if they decide to follow George Natembeya and George Natembeya also decides to follow Gachagua and Gachagua also decides to follow Kalonzo Musyoka, automatically William Ruto will be defeated coming 2027. If in case William Ruto decides that he will not take Musalia Mudavadi as his running mate, because of course we know that there are promises that maybe they were made for them, that if at all Musalia Mudavadi supports me coming 2027, I will support him in 2032, in which I don't think if it will happen. But let's say, for example, it happens. I want us to look at it now this way. If at all William Samoei Ruto is still interested with the votes that comes from Mount Kenya, or if at all he's still interested with the Mount Kenyan votes, he can decide to take somebody like Kithure Kindiki or Ndindi Nyoro. But you can't tell me that you drop Rigathi Gachagua as your running mate, and then you go and take Kithure Kindiki or you take Ndindi Nyoro. You have to understand something with politics. That politics is not about the quality of an individual, but it's all about the surroundings. Ndindi Nyoro is capable. He has got all the capabilities, he can do it. But Ndindi Nyoro has got no surrounding. But now, Rigathi Gachagua built his surrounding when he was the DEO, when he was working with the former president. So he built his surrounding. You can't tell me that you'll drop Rigathi Gachagua and then go take Ndindi Nyoro. You can't tell me that you drop Rigathi Gachagua and take somebody like Kithure Kindiki, just like I've said, or Moses Kuria, or Kipchumba Murko, or Kimani Chungwa. You'll fail. So are you seeing? And let me tell you something. If William Ruto will decide to drop Rigathi Gachagua simply because he feels like Rigathi Gachagua is not capable of doing what he wants, because I know he's done with Rigathi Gachagua. His intention is to take someone who can do what he wants, and then after finishing with him, he dumps him. So if William Ruto will make a mistake of dumping or dropping Rigathi Gachagua, saying that he cannot work with him coming 2027, that will be the greatest mistake that William Samoei Ruto will do. And that he will be punished severely. He will be punished by the voters, because the voters are tired. The voters cannot listen to him. And they have to, these people want, what people want is revenge. And they will have to revenge no matter what. No matter the running mate of William Samoei Ruto coming 2027. And that's why I think now Rigathi Gachagua is very wise. He doesn't want to fail, or he doesn't want to be laughed at. So he's trying to find his own ways on how he can get away he can get out of this government and maybe form another coming government. So just like I have told you, that if at all Rigathi Gachagua will want to punish William Ruto, and he doesn't want to be on the ballot, he can decide to support someone. And that one person is, possibilities can be that he will support Kalonzo Musyoka. We had Raila Amolo Odinga talking about 1 man, 1 vote, 1 shillings. In short, he's trying to support what Rigathi Gachagua was saying. We don't know the reasons why he said that. But Rigathi Gachagua would want to work under Kalonzo Musyoka to prepare himself for the 2037 in case they will win the election 2027. Because automatically I know if they win election 2027, and then 2032 he will again support Kalonzo Musyoka. So automatically coming 2027 he will be ready, because the terms of Kalonzo Musyoka will be over. So he will gain that courage and the confidence of vying for the presidency coming 2037. My thought, I also like to listen to your thoughts in the comment section. But just a reminder, if you're meeting for the first time, don't forget to click the subscribe button. You can also like, and just I normally say that feedback is normally the key thing in any form of communication. You can also tell me you're watching us from. If you're within the country, you can tell me which country are you watching us from. And if you're outside the country, it's also good to tell me which country are you watching us from. And don't forget to subscribe. And until we meet again, I've been your host, Boniface Wino. Bye-bye.